Well, here we are. Um, I guess I'm gonna start my video diary. That's how this channel actually started, with some very dramatic change in my life that left me broken and sad. And the only drug I've ever known is a relationship. That's my only drug. Never touched drugs, tried it all, and I never saw the point. I think it's stupid. Never made me well, I had one incident, which was an accident, but I can tell that in the future for my video diary. I think I've told the story enough for me to not forget. But the diary is really to be able to put ideas and thoughts and feelings together and be able to go back one day and relive those accurately, because as time passes, memories do change and you forget things. And then, what was that lesson? No, it's important to remember what's happened, what truly, or your perception of what truly occurred, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna start making these videos like this, whatever. No, I don't know what titles to give them. Maybe just the date. But it sucks because when you get the idea, you have so much you want to tell. So much you want to say and tell the story, to be able to listen to yourself clearer and more concisely in the future. And I didn't do that last night, and I waited till today, and now it's like, whoop, just disappeared. I'm kind of well, I guess the main point is that we all go through horrid suffering. I've been through my share because my drug has been in relationships, and relationships for me have not worked out. I've always, since my very first marriage at 18, I know I married young, my concept of marriage was to marry one person and be with them forever and have kids with that person and share a whole life together. But I messed that up quickly. Not quickly, was it 13 years later, almost 12 years later? So I learned from my mistakes and how I screwed things up. It was rather complex, but the whole point of being here in this world, I believe, is to remember who we were in that other world, wherever we came from. I believe we were all angels. I mean, when we're born, how are we born with so much knowledge? Some more than others, that's for sure. But I have 6 kids that I saw came into this world, and I had them very early on, every single day of my life, because that's the kind of father I was, and I noticed these things, and I test them to make sure that it's not my perception, it's not a false perception, but I'm actually testing it to ensure. It's like a scientific process. You have to test it to make sure what your theory is accurate. And it's never 100%, but it gives you a great idea. So I believe we've come here to evolve into remembering who we truly are, and discovering who you are. This whole process of being in this amazing world is to discover who you truly are. And we always aim for that happiness, that's the greatest drug on this planet, is being happy, being content, and being able to thank God every single day for everything that you have. And I do that every waking moment throughout the day. It's the way I meditate, just thanking God. And I've never been depressed, but I've been extremely sad. And the only time I came to feel a true depression was when my last breakup was horrific, and I was extremely sad I don't think I was depressed because I'd cry a lot. But I'm a crybaby, so. And I spent a lot of time thinking, but it didn't keep me from moving forward with everything I had to do. And I think I felt depression once when my ex-wife and the kids got COVID. And I didn't test myself, but they had gotten COVID, and then I was the last one there, and I got a fever one day, and then I just couldn't get out of bed. I did not want to get, I loved sleeping. I would delve into my memory, my dreams, and want to stay in those dreams, and they were very vivid because I would sleep beyond 12 hours a day. I would just lay in bed and keep sleeping, didn't want to wake up. And to me, that felt like depression, because I felt like life was truly over here and I needed to stay on the other side. Pretty insane what that COVID did to me. I didn't lose my taste. I didn't get cough, none of that. It was weird. Just a fever one day, and then fever was gone, like 103, and then the next day I was out for almost 30 days. A lot of things happened, but it was like a blur. It was so strange. I have so many questions about that time, but my ex-wife isn't around for me to ask her. Anyways, so for the first time in my life, every relationship teaches me one thing that I haven't had an experience with before. And in this last relationship of exactly a year, what blew my mind is how quickly I felt tremendous deep connection to her, deep love. Usually it takes a while, it takes kind of a few years for me to really feel that with anyone. And with her, it was so fast. And everyone is so different. And she was her own different self. Very cold. Very cold. In the beginning, she was so different. Like they all are. She was so loving in so many ways, and then boop. And it's weird, when she pulled back, when she pulled away and got cold is when I fell for her. Isn't that weird? That's when I fell for her. Yeah, and watching a lot of these videos, psychology videos, I realized that it mirrors exactly what I felt, excuse me, exactly what I felt as a child. My mother gave me so much love for my first, 3, 4, 5 years. And then all of a sudden, I think it's 7th year, she completely cold turkey. Cold turkey. It's funny that this person is the same sign and reminds me so much of my mom. But this proves that what we confuse love to truly be. And love is, the definition of love, the greatest one I've ever known was 1 Corinthians chapter 13 from the Bible. But then, I can't even tell you what it is, but I got this other definition from out of a wild place. Maybe I'll share it in the future. It is unbelievable that the best definition of love is anything that unites. Anything that unites. And the instant love I had from her when she was divisive, like she was stepping back, was me wanting to unite. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, love is anything that unites, and the opposite of that is division. If you're in a relationship and this person just continually divides, sets division, that's not love. And it's funny that every relationship I've had, whenever they've shown love, like in the beginning, this woman showed tremendous love and need and want. And that pushed, I was like, As soon as she got colds because of all her pain and things she brings from the past, it's incredible. And I think the majority of people are like this. Do you notice that when you give, your 110% person backs off? Is that more common than usual? I don't know, but I'm finding that it has to do with our childhood. Maybe we were all didn't receive that love. Yeah, because I look back at the women I've been with that have had both parents at home, signaling great love from both sexes. I've left them. I've left them like they were hot. Dropped them like they were hot. You know? Funny thing, right? Well, this is the first time that I felt something very similar to COVID. Crazy. It happened to me yesterday. I slept and slept and slept and slept, and I would wake up and okay, it's time, and then no, I want to go back to my my dreaming. It was more fulfilling and it was exciting. It was like watching a movie because the dreams were so vivid and so, full of twists and turns. And it was crazy. And I did a whole day almost. I think, it was like 10 hours at night and then another 4 or 5 hours during the day. Almost 6 hours after that. So gloomy today. And yeah, I guess that's it for today. What should I title this? What should I title this? Who knows? We'll see. But if I get enough people to follow, thank you for watching. If you're watching, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, comment. I'd like to hear from everyone, their experiences, so then maybe I can make a video. We can actually have a long-distance relationship with you guys, where I can respond via video and then you respond on the comments. Interesting? Are you interested? I don't know. But I'm starting to remember a lot of things. Remember, I don't know why that word seems so honest and truth. To be remembering who we are. Maybe we were angels. And what do I mean by angels? Just a huge part of God. A huge piece, a portion of God. We're all portions of God, I believe. We all have the power of God. God's given us, it's obvious to me, He gives us free will to do anything we want. So I see the most evil and horrible things happen because people can do what they want. And we pay for our own deeds. Whatever we do, we'll suffer ourselves. Sometimes tenfold. So God isn't this person, this isn't this one being in one place. God is everything. And then these angels were maybe a greater part of God, or maybe just parts of God in another dimension, where this is the only dimension where you have positive and negative, yin and yang, suffering. That's the only way you can suffer and experience true happiness. Without the great suffering, there's no way of knowing how great happiness could be. It's impossible. So I'm just listening to my thoughts, because we have to watch our thoughts and monitor them. I believe it's our brain, it's our human. Where's my hair all messed up? It's the human aspect. The spiritual aspect is deeper than that. I think it's like, it's our subconscious, that it's the one that controls has control over our cells, our organs, pumping of our blood. This thing is like on automatic. And our thoughts get in the way as humans. We have to make that connection between God, our spirit, and our humanity. And control your thoughts. I have deep thoughts of missing and pain over, what's happened now. And as soon as the thoughts come in, I try to replace that thought with a good thought, with a better thought. I hope this helps someone. I think really that's the greatest gift. I love when I help my children. When I do something for them, it feels so rewarding. When you do something for strangers or anyone, at your place of business, when you help someone, they truly appreciate it. Everything's always an exchange, and even when I haven't been appreciated, I feel good about just doing it. But you still miss that appreciation. Why is that? It's just normal. God knows you, and God knows when you give. Cut that. When you give, what you truly expect in return. And if it's truly nothing, then you're blessed, I believe. All right. Thanks so much for watching if you have. Strange video here. Well, it's my video diary. If I can remember what happened. If anyone's interested, if you go back into my early videos and you want to know what transpired after that, I literally disappeared, didn't I? Yeah, because I became extremely happy with my new partner. She, to me, went to great heights. And as quickly as they went to great heights, a few months later, it was like, what happened here? And then almost a year later, same thing. What the hell happened here? How is it possible when you think you found the right one, and all of a sudden, here we go. It's like pointing for me to be alone, and I don't believe we should be alone, but if that's what I have to do, what can I do? This is definitely a time I will not seek. I will absolutely not seek. I will stay away from seeking and be alone until God sends me. And God doesn't send, I don't believe that anymore. But it's such a beautiful thought when you think of that God sends you what you need. We always want to think of God as a father who's watching over us and taking care of us, right? But no, God already knows where the limits of this playground is. I mean, as long as we're not going into other dimensions, I think God wouldn't get involved. But I believe it's the power that God has given us to generate the positivity and the love that we need. Love that we need to bring the right person to us. So I think we have to truly love ourselves and prove that to you, to yourself. How do you prove that is the question. I think that's what I'll spend time thinking about and doing. How do I make this person right here happy? Like right now it's gloomy. I was waiting for the sun because I wanted to take my daily grounding walk on the beach. I'm in probably the most beautiful place in Florida in the United States. I don't want to tell you what that is because I don't want other people to get here. It's not crowded. There's always parking. It's free parking. Billionaires live here. And the middle class is very, very middle class. We don't have anything to ruin the niceties of this place, so I'm not going to tell you. I don't want people swarming here because this is a private paradise. And yeah, that was going to make me happy, but it's gloomy. There's no sun because I like to You know, get some sun, get some vitamin D. Since I'm so white, I can't get more than 15 minutes a day. But it does help. And that makes me happy. So I'm showing love to myself. How do you show love to yourself? Tell me in the comments. How do you show love to yourself? How do you love yourself? I'm loving myself by watching everything I eat. I'm at an incredible weight. I'm seeing the fat disappear from my belly. Not that I was extremely fat, but I was 210, and now I'm 198, which is fantastic. And now I'm starting to show definition around my abdomen, my chest. And we want to look good for ourselves. That's loving yourself. What else is loving yourself? Making yourself laugh. That's always a great remedy. All right, this video is long enough, 20 minutes. That's enough. I'll talk to you another day. Thanks so much. Comment, like, and subscribe. Anything you want to hear. I'll try to be more focused, but it's truly, I'm trying to love myself, and this video diary is all about me. Looks like, you know, I've given so much of me to everyone else throughout my entire life.
Translate into this video diary is all about me.
Oh Lord, Siri's always getting involved. Stop it. I'm not talking to you. Excuse me. I need some water. Let me get some water from my fridge. Yeah, this is part of loving me. Keeping a video diary so I can go back and listen to myself. This is great therapy, by the way. I recommend everyone doing this. Start a YouTube channel. Upload your personal, private messages to you. No one knows me on this channel, so that's fantastic. That's all I need. I need to be completely anonymous. So people that don't know me can possibly enjoy this as well. And if you need this, it would be great to grow this channel. That's one of those dreams, right? That we all have. It's sharing that dream. Huh? Let's help each other out. Thanks so much. Have a great day.